In the pantheon of pop music, few groups have achieved the level of success, adoration, and longevity as ABBA. The Swedish quartet, Agnetha Fältskog, Björn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Anni-Frid Lyngstad, emerged from modest Scandinavian beginnings to become one of the best-selling music acts in history, with estimated sales exceeding 400 million records worldwide. Their journey from local Swedish musicians to global superstars represents one of the most remarkable stories in popular culture, blending extraordinary musical talent with innovative production, captivating performances, and songs that have become ingrained in the global consciousness. What makes ABBA's success particularly noteworthy is how they transcended the typical boundaries of pop music. At a time when most non-English-speaking artists struggled to achieve international recognition, ABBA broke through cultural and linguistic barriers with their meticulously crafted songs that combined infectious melodies with sophisticated arrangements. Their music represented a perfect alchemy of Benny Andersson's classical-tinged piano compositions, Björn Ulvaeus's poetic yet accessible lyrics, and the breathtaking vocal blend of Agnetha and Frida, a combination that has rarely been matched in popular music. Beyond their musical achievements, ABBA became cultural icons whose influence extended far beyond the recording studio. Their flamboyant stage costumes, innovative music videos, and carefully constructed public image made them instantly recognizable worldwide. Even after their dissolution in 1982, their music never faded from public consciousness, experiencing multiple resurgences that culminated in their spectacular 2021 comeback. This enduring appeal speaks to the timeless quality of their songwriting and production, qualities that continue to inspire new generations of musicians and fans alike. Story of ABBA begins with the individual journeys of its four members through the Swedish music scene of the 1960s, a period of significant cultural transformation in Scandinavia. Agnetha Fältskog, born in Jönköping in 1950, demonstrated musical talent from an early age, writing her first song at just 6 years old. By her late teens, she had become one of Sweden's most promising young singers, with her 1968 debut single, Jag var så kär, I Was So in Love, reaching #1 on the Swedish charts. Her clear, expressive soprano voice and girl-next-door image made her a favorite among Swedish audiences, though international success remained elusive. Björn Ulvaeus, hailing from Gothenburg, took a different path into music. As a teenager in the early 1960s, he formed a skiffle group called the West Bay Singers, which later evolved into the Hootenanny Singers, one of Sweden's most popular folk ensembles. The group's harmonious, acoustic-based sound proved successful in their home country, though, like Agnetha, international recognition remained out of reach. It was during this period that Björn began developing his skills as a songwriter, collaborating with fellow band members on original material. Benny Andersson's musical background was perhaps the most diverse of the four. Born in Stockholm in 1946 to a musical family, his father and grandfather were both accomplished musicians, Benny taught himself piano and developed an early fascination with American rock and roll. By his late teens, he had joined the Hep Stars, Sweden's answer to the Beatles, serving as their keyboardist and occasional songwriter. The Hep Stars achieved massive success in Scandinavia with their energetic covers of international hits and original material, giving Benny valuable experience in pop music production and performance. Anni-Frid Lyngstad's journey was the most unconventional of the quartet. Born in 1945 to a Norwegian mother and German father in Balingen, Norway, her early life was marked by tragedy when her mother died shortly after World War II. After moving to Sweden as a young child, she discovered jazz and big band music, developing a rich, resonant contralto voice that stood in stark contrast to the lighter pop vocals common in Sweden at the time. Her victory in a 1967 national talent competition launched her professional career, leading to regular television appearances and recording opportunities. The connections that would eventually form ABBA began in 1966 when Björn and Benny first met during a tour where their respective bands were both performing. Recognizing their shared musical sensibilities, they began writing songs together, with their early collaborations showing promise but lacking a distinctive identity. The crucial turning point came when they invited their romantic partners, Agnetha and Frida respectively, to contribute vocals to their recordings. This combination proved magical, with the women's voices blending in a way that was both technically impressive and emotionally compelling. Their first release as a quartet, 1972's People Need Love, demonstrated this vocal chemistry and hinted at their future potential. ABBA's path to international stardom was paved by their participation in the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest, though their relationship with the competition actually began a year earlier. In 1973, they entered Melodifestivalen, Sweden's Eurovision selection process, with Ring Ring, a song that placed third but became a significant hit in several European countries. The experience proved invaluable, teaching them about the demands of high-pressure live performance and the importance of visual presentation. For their 1974 Eurovision attempt, Benny and Björn composed Waterloo, a song that perfectly captured the emerging glam rock aesthetic while maintaining enough pop appeal to satisfy mainstream audiences. The title's historical metaphor, comparing romantic surrender to Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo, demonstrated Björn's growing sophistication as a lyricist, while Benny's piano-driven arrangement gave the song both energy and musical depth. Their stage presentation, featuring glittering costumes that balanced glam rock flamboyance with ABBA's emerging group identity, made them stand out even before they began singing. The Eurovision victory on April 6, 1974 in Brighton, England, changed everything. Overnight, ABBA became international stars, with Waterloo topping charts across Europe and reaching the top 10 in numerous other markets, including the United States. This success was particularly significant as it marked one of the first times a non-English speaking act had achieved such widespread recognition with an English-language pop song. The victory also established several key elements of the ABBA formula: Benny's sophisticated piano arrangements, Björn's clever lyrics, the women's powerful lead vocals combined with lush harmonies, and a visual presentation that was both glamorous and accessible. Following Eurovision, ABBA faced the challenge of proving they weren't just one-hit wonders. Their self-titled 1975 album, known internationally as ABBA, demonstrated their growing artistry, featuring tracks like SOS and Mamma Mia that showed greater emotional depth and musical complexity than Waterloo. The album's success across Europe established ABBA as more than just Eurovision winners. They were becoming serious pop contenders with staying power.